Lily had always admired her father. To her, he was a giant of a man, strong, kind, and full of life. He had raised her on his own after her mother passed away when she was young, teaching her how to ride a bike, fix things around the house, and be brave in the face of hardship. They had shared a special bond, one built on love, resilience, and an unspoken understanding that no matter what, they would always have each other. But now the roles had shifted. Her father, once strong and capable, had fallen ill. At first, it was just a cough and some fatigue. He brushed it off, telling Lily not to worry. Just a cold, he'd say with a smile. But as the weeks passed, his health declined. The doctors diagnosed him with a severe respiratory condition that would take months, if not years, to recover from if he recovered at all. Lily was only 22, just out of college and starting her first job. But the moment her father got sick, everything changed. She took a leave from work and returned to the small house where she had grown up, determined to take care of the man who had always taken care of her. In the beginning, it wasn't easy. Lily had never been a caretaker, and her father, used to his independence, struggled to accept help. "I don't need you to fuss over me," he'd grumble, trying to hide the pain in his chest or the weakness in his legs, but Lily could see through it. She saw the way he struggled to get out of bed, how he couldn't make it through the day without coughing fits that left him breathless. Every day, she set a routine. She woke up early to prepare his medication, carefully measuring out the doses as the doctors instructed. She cooked meals that were easy for him to eat and high in nutrients, even though her father often had no appetite. She cleaned the house, did the laundry, and helped him with his physical therapy exercises. At night, she sat by his bed, reading to him from his favorite books, even when he was too tired to stay awake. It was exhausting, both physically and emotionally. Some days, Lily felt overwhelmed, watching the man she loved most in the world grow weaker. There were nights she cried alone in her room, feeling helpless in the face of his suffering. But every morning, she got up and did it all over again, because that's what her father had taught her: strength in the face of adversity. As the months passed, there were small improvements. Her father's breathing became less labored, and he could walk short distances without help. On good days, he'd smile at Lily, his eyes filled with gratitude. "I don't know what I'd do without you, Lil," he'd say, squeezing her hand with what little strength he had left. Lily smiled back, hiding the tears that threatened to spill. "You took care of me my whole life. It's my turn now." Through it all, they grew closer than ever. Their conversations became more meaningful, filled with stories from the past and hopes for the future. Lily learned things about her father she had never known before: how he had struggled to raise her after her mother died, how scared he had been but never showed it because he wanted to be strong for her. One evening, as they sat together watching the sunset from the porch, her father turned to her, his voice weak but steady. "You've been my rock, Lily. I know this isn't how you pictured your life right now, taking care of an old man like me. But I want you to know how proud I am of you. You've grown into an incredible woman." Lily blinked back tears, her heart swelling with emotion. "Dad, I wouldn't be who I am without you." In the months that followed, her father's condition improved. He wasn't fully healed, and there were still bad days, but they had settled into a new normal. Lily eventually returned to work part-time, but she continued caring for him every day. They found joy in the little things: sitting together on the porch, watching movies, and sharing quiet moments that reminded them both of what truly mattered. Lily never resented the responsibility she had taken on. Caring for her father had taught her more about love, patience, and resilience than she ever could have imagined. And while she didn't know what the future held, she knew one thing for certain: no matter what happened, she and her father would face it together, just as they always had. In the end, it wasn't just Lily who had cared for her father. It was her father who had continued to care for her, showing her through his own quiet strength what it meant to love unconditionally.